what's up and welcome. Thank you so much for coming back to see us on Manifested Drama because you can actually see us if you watch us on YouTube and all of our funny shorts on the Insta and the TikTok
The TikTok.
and the
I
TikTok.
am. So yeah, this is Manifested Drama Podcast. I'm not Amy. I'm
Yeah,
Missy.
you on your best day, you
On
could
my
never.
best day. I wish. Hold on, let me play that clap in there. Hold on.
Nice.
So
I like how
that's
everyone just
Amy,
stops. Yeah, hi, I'm Amy.
and I'm Missy. And I just figured out how to put sounds in while we're recording. So I'm very, very excited.
And it's going to be everybody else's problem.
And we don't care because, as we have
And
said,
we
if
don't
you're
care.
one of our 7 listeners and 3 haters, we don't do this podcast for us. We do this podcast for us because we like to have a conversation. We like to have a nice 2-hour chat every Sunday that I try to whittle down as much as can. And I'm now no longer posting hour and a half podcasts. I'm doing it twice a week. So you guys are still stuck with us an hour and a half a week, and you're welcome. But it's working
That's
because
right.
we have like 118 YouTube video views
That's
just from like the
awesome.
last week and a half. So
And two
we're
likes
kind
from
of a big
very
deal.
yeah. 2 likes from what's it called? The I've Had It podcast.
Yeah, so suck it because I've had it podcast as
Hmm.
like 2 of our reels. I'm not sure if they watched it or they just know that they were tagged in it and they're like throwing us a bone, but we'll take that bone
Yeah,
and
eventually
and
they're going to
we'll
get curious.
and we'll make new content. So shout out to these 7 or 5 people that watch our reels on Insta, and the 4 people that I've gotten into my TikToks all day. So like you've made TikTok videos today, right?
I made one, yeah.
Did you check how many views you've gotten? Because I am not getting dick for views.
Like, what are you calling dick for views? Because I think that it's fun whenever I have like 300 views on a video.
Oh, like you have 23 views. Usually your views get like 300. Usually mine get like 3 to 400. I have gotten like
Yeah.
10 today. Like I posted a video of my dog and he got 4, and I showed someone the cat earlier and he got 10. And I think what I'm seeing
Mm.
is like TikTok is like changing their algorithm, so it kind of fucks shit up. Because like I posted a video Friday morning and I got 300 views. Friday evening I got 50 views. And then yesterday afternoon, I got 300 views. And then this morning, I've got nothing. So I think, all honestly, because I mean, you have what you said, like 570 some odd, and I've got 3,700 followers on TikTok. So I know that some
Mm.
poor sap, I'm popping up in their For You against their will because they followed me from a follow string. So I'm at least getting one, right? And I'm like, I know you guys can see me. And I'm kind of insulted because nobody wants to see my dog as like a baby Grinch. And I think that's rude. He posed all
That's
pretty.
rude.
Yeah.
The
Chewed.
painting picture or
Yeah.
the painting video? Oh, I thought that was so cute.
I trace those. We have like a projector from when Kevin worked at an AV company, and I just honestly
Okay.
trace them. So I finally ordered because for our like outdoor decorations, we're doing a Who bill, and so I
Mhm.
finally because I have my little SUV and we don't have a truck, and I figured out that my SUV is only 6 feet long, and you can order plywood, but they're in sheets of like 4 foot by 8 foot, and I'm not going to be like that girl that's got like 2 feet or a foot of like plywood hanging over the front and the back of her car because, me and the lollipop guild wanted to fucking ratchet like fucking hook it onto the luggage rack and shit. So I had to pay for it to be, I ordered it to be delivered, and I got really lucky because it was like free shipping. So I did it Friday
Mhm.
night at like 10. I ordered it, and I was like, I said anything after 2 p.m. Won't be delivered until like the next day. Well, tell me like at 8:41 yesterday, our fucking doorbell rings, and we're still asleep because our kids are like, how they get to that point where you get to sleep in finally, and they don't wake up. So we
Mhm.
are like, what the fuck? So there's a man with like a hot pink beard on my camera. And I'm like, what the shit? So I'm looking at the door with him. I'm like, what is it? Because he's got like a glove or something. He's like slapping on his leg. And I was like, okay, he's either an AT&T guy because we have the AT&T pedestal in our backyard, or he's like wrong fucking address. Because I had no clue that it was being delivered. And then I switch over to like our driveway camera, and it's like a white like Chester the Molester windowless panel van is backed into my, and all I see is like because he had shoved these, and I ordered like 5 of them, these plywoods, and it looked like he had shoved. So I am very blurry eyed. I'm trying to zoom in, and I was like, oh shit, it's the fucking plywood. So Kevin had to like he had to throw on some clothes, go out there and move that shit into the car, into the garage. Homie was just gonna leave it in our driveway. So now I'm going to spend the next 2 weeks. I ordered a jigsaw, which I keep calling it a skill saw. That's wrong. Apparently, a skill saw, you just like cut, and then like a jigsaw, you can do like detail. So
Mm-hmm.
we'll see how many fingers I have like after 2 weeks from now when I use that jigsaw. I might be counting like in whole numbers again,
You're gonna be
possibly.
like, yeah, you're like
I'm gonna be
this.
like this, like flipping people off. Hold on. I'm gonna have to use that one instead. Yeah. So Kevin's not allowed to use it because he has cut himself using power tools before. He sliced like his middle finger because he
Oh,
dropped hedge trimmers and then went to go catch them and caught them by the blade and had to like his fingers all fucked up. It wasn't on,
oh
thankfully,
my
but his
God,
fingers, like, yeah,
that's
like it fucked up
crazy.
his nerves. He spent 3 months giving people the bird because he had the big fat. It was like when I broke my finger over the summer, but worse. He had like a fucking gauze and shit. It was like this big, and he was just literally like for an entire football season just giving people the bird. God damn it! I missed whatever gold you just gave me. All I saw
I
was
just he was, if football season, he could like go like this, and it was like, oh, it's no, I'm not doing it on purpose. Totally
oh,
intentional.
number one. We're number one. You know. He's shaking his fist, but he's got his finger up at it.
That's fun. I'm gonna be eating my dinner while while we're
Oh, I
doing
don't.
this shiz.
How many times have I eaten? Chewy, please go
That's what I
away.
said. I was like, she eats on camera all the
Yeah,
time.
I don't give
She
a
we
fuck.
ain't got no beef, no shame.
Look, do we look like we skip meals, guys?
I don't.
I don't.
I eat on the camera all the time.
Yeah, this is how. Ask me how many fucks we have to give. We don't. If you saw
That's
the
funny.
last episode, we don't. Like we're
Nope.
fresh out. We don't even want to give you like any kind of pause that we're cultivating thoughts to give you
Yeah,
because
we're not fertilizing our fuck garden, so we have
no,
none.
we're not
We have
fertilizing our
none.
eggs or our fuck garden.
No, my eggs are
No.
rotten at this point.
Oh, I'm spayed. I took Bob Barker's advice and spayed and neutered all my pets. So
Give me 1 second.
Amy's muted because she's yelling at her dog, guys. She'll be right back.
I was yelling at my dog too.
Mine came up and he like licked my hand. He's looking for food, even though nobody has eaten at the table all day. They've all eaten like in the basement in their rooms. It's a
He
Chewbacca.
heard me talking about food.
Are you being naughty?
Oh,
He's like, shit.
always.
Yeah. Dude, he was laying though. So Kevin's not feeling well. He's got a case of a little
Mm.
touch of the man flu. So he like dad sneezed at like 6:45 this morning, and I was like, you don't teach you to sneeze quite quieter. And if you don't know what a dad sneeze is, it's because you are one. And a dad sneeze is like this.
Yep.
Yeah, but he
Yep.
never has like one sneeze.
Sure
It's
enough.
always like two or three. But like poor
Oh yeah,
Kevin,
you save them up.
yeah, but like when he gets like a cold, he sneezes. So he's got it going on where he's coughing, he's stuffy, he's sneezing. Like he is a Dayquil commercial.
Stuffy head, fever, sneezing, sore
And
throat,
then nausea. So he can,
nausea,
if he
heartburn,
can, yeah.
indigestion, upset
He's got
stomach,
that.
diarrhea.
He has that as well. Usually, he is quite. He's just, guys. He's an older model. We just
He's a
let him live his
mess.
life. Hold on, I have to.
He just needs maintenance. Just got to keep up on the maintenance.
I like the person in the background of that laugh track going.
There's always one.
Kevin says, "Oh wait, I'm sorry. You married me, sir. I can use you for content and our children and everybody else's children if I want to. Because according to Amy, I'm a wifefluencer. So suck it.
This
No,
is where you need to insert the ooh.
I know I need to. Well, that's the whole thing. It only gave me clapping, cheering, drum joke, drum roll, laughing, and then there's like brought to you by Riverside. So I have got to go find because I can stick and like if we wanted to use that Taylor Swift, like it's me, hi, I have to find it, make the audio and upload it to this. So that's
Okay.
going to be a fun little project that I'm going to have to do over the next few weeks is find shit to like snick in there. It's going to be great. It's going to be so fun.
I believe in you.
Yeah, we're apologize, guys. I learned he said you do you, boo. That's right, I do me. But sorry. Once you guys and Amy knows this, once I learn something new and I can exploit it like other people's children, I'm going to.
It's happening. Oh, it'll
Yeah. And
happen
you guys,
at,
all seven of
at
you,
great
you've
length.
watched it. Yeah. If you guys have watched all seven of you, if you've watched this or listened to this shit, you know how we roll by now. I did go back through, you guys probably noticed if you actually are following us that I re uploaded a lot of our old stuff because we when we first started we were just using what were we using? Were we just using Spotify for podcast to record?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, and it wasn't the
Tried to use
easiest
this one time.
and it didn't catch everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, so but I think it's because I wasn't paying for it. That's why. It's like,
That's
oh,
absolutely the reason why it wasn't working
yeah.
properly.
Well, now it's because now that I pay for it, like we get like tech support. So if like when shit's all fucked up, like they'll fix it for us. Like somebody much smarter than me will fix it, and I don't have to fuck with it, which is great. But it Spotify Podcaster isn't the easiest to edit on, and I do notice with this, like it transcribes it, so I don't necessarily have to listen to everything, but I can go and see. Like we had like a 10-minute conversation about heartburn one time. I took all of that out. I was like, this is the most boring shit ever. Oh my,
This
all of
isn't
this,
relevant. Split,
yeah,
delete.
or we're like, oh, you're frozen. I was like, you're frozen, and then you're like, you're frozen, and neither one of us was talking to the other one, and I was like, nobody cares about that. How the fuck have we gotten 7 listeners? I don't even understand. I was
You
like, we
guys
are bad.
are the real MVPs because
Yes,
you have muscled through all of this. Well, why don't we try this? And it not
yeah.
work,
So
and we try something else.
thank you to all 7 of you.
Yes,
We
thank you very much.
appreciate
We appreciate all of
you
you.
guys sticking with us. I did figure out for YouTube if I post our videos and I use hashtags, that gets us like a shit ton of views. Like I
Yeah.
posted our second part yesterday and we've gotten 22 views. The one before that was 21. Our one about Jonathan Van Ness 36. So I mean, like we're not a big deal on TikTok or on Hulu or not Hulu because we would never be on Hulu because we're not famous. Or important or even really that funny. In all honesty, we're funny. Like we think we're funny, but
We're
everyone else is
funny.
like, oh, these fucking bitches and their like self gratification. I was
God, they
listening
think they're
to
so funny.
and I was listening to I've Had It and they had Josh Peck and like from the Good Guys podcast and they were talking about they've had it with everybody thinking that they could do a podcast and I was like, I feel attacked. That's
Oh
us.
my
Like,
God. Mm-hmm.
you know, I was like, well, we can do a podcast and we may not. And then I was listening to it. They're like, yeah, we've only had 100 episodes. And I was like, I've had it only had 100 episodes and they've got, but they are like probably wealthier than we are where they can advertise and like pay the money and get sponsors and all that. Cause they talk about going to like the fucking US Open and all this shit. And I'm like, you rich bitches,
Mm-hmm.
like fuck off all everybody. They have like an actual, studio because they're in the same place. Hey, if y'all want me to come
Yeah.
down from Oklahoma City, it's only 2.5 hours. I'll come be on your podcast. Um, and we'll pimp Amy in. But that's the whole thing is we are not of the same caliber of paying because they pay to book people on their podcast, I'm sure. All of that stuff. And they have like a booking agent and their funds are a little bit more liquid than ours are probably. So that's probably got a lot to do with it.
No, I'm not going to pay anybody that I know to come on this podcast.
Absolutely not. Those
Nope.
whores are doing it for free.
No. How many views you going to get me? None?
Mm-hmm.
You can come on. I ain't going to pay you.
Yeah. I mean, Kelly Osbourne, we will, if you want to come on for free and call somebody a twat, we're here for it.
You can call anybody a twat that you want to, Kelly. You and your
And
beautiful purple hair.
you can use the word cunt over and over and over again. And it will just clutch her pearls the whole time.
You can't do that when I got food in my mouth. I'm going to choke.
Oh, fuck. Okay. I don't know how you feel. I think Brittney lied to us in her memoir.
Is this like about the dolls?
Well, it's about the dolls and it's about some of the other stuff that has kind of come out where, like, because my whole thing is we're all beefing with Justin Timberlake, right? That's
Mhm.
valid. He's not even refuting her claims in the book at this point. You know, he's gone
Mhm.
radio silent. I know that I've seen things where, um, what do you call Jessica Biel? Horse face? What do you
Horse
refer
teeth.
to
Yeah.
horse teeth, Jessica Biel horse teeth, has kind of like I get trapped into these like clickbait videos where they're like Jessica Biel claps back and it really just gives a fucking synopsis of like what Brittany's book was about. And I'm like, son of a bitch, they got me again. But I'm sure I want to know what they think for one. But like her mom, like earlier this week, I was listening to like a radio, just Kid Crack in the morning, bless his name, all that. Kelly Raspberry, her queenness. Um, she was talking about how, and it's so strange to me. I think maybe it's because that's where their relationship is. But instead of reaching out to Brittany and going, "Hey, liar, like I have all of your shit," she posted like pictures of all of her dolls and her writing of stuff and was like, "I haven't thrown anything away. I know how much they mean to
Mhm.
you. Let me know if you need me to ship them." And it's like, why didn't you just send them to her? You know,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
kind of
I
weird.
felt like I felt like is I didn't watch a video, but I did read an article about it. And the thing that really disappointed me the most as far as like looking at it from like a motherly point of view is the fact that that's what she chose to address. You
Not
know?
the
That that of out of everything in the book was probably the most benign of
yeah.
everything in the book, and that's what you choose. So I'm like, okay, she's like, what's the word I'm looking for? She's I don't know what it, but she's trying to make herself. She's trying to still like build up the I'm the mother and I
Yeah.
love Brittany and all that, and she's not addressing her part or any of her responsibility in 13 years of imprisonment of her daughter
Well, I
and
think
just
it goes
allowing it to
beyond
happen
that.
and benefiting from it.
Yeah. I think it goes
So,
beyond that where, we read about her giving Brittany white Russians, which is like
yes.
just it's milk, vodka, and Bailey's and Coke. I know Colorado Bulldog has Coke in it. Not cocaine, Coca-Cola. At like
Mhm.
14, 15, and letting her teenage daughter. And I think maybe and I think that's our because they're like our parents' generation where they're older and they're not going to apologize for anything or their accountability. And they're I think like the adage is like it's old. Why are you bringing it up? We're past that. That was 30 years ago. It no longer
Mhm.
has bearing on the right now. But I think our parents forget too is that it has very much bearing on our lives, like, having an addict for a parent and having an alcoholic for a father like she did, especially
Mhm.
like her formative memories. You guys fucked her up, and then Lynn wanted to be the cool mom. I think is what it is. Is Lynn wanted to be the cool mom, letting her kid drink, letting her kid drive, because it wasn't like a country girl where she gets to go drive on the dirt road only. It was she's talking about getting to drive like on the highway home from things. And Lynn letting your kid drink at that age, but then getting pissed at your kid for smoking at that age, that's like a fucking natural ass progression. And
Mhm.
wrecking the car because you wanted to sniff her fingers to see if they smelled like cigarettes. Like it's just I think that part of it's true. I think her trauma from her childhood piece is true. I just wonder how
Mhm.
much of it that she wrote under that lens of you guys fucked me for 13 years, so I'm going to fuck your reputations now.
Mhm.
And I wonder how much of it is because when you get in the shit and you get to where like you're just jaded and bitter and you kind of like can embellish the truth a little bit, but she's
Mhm.
doing it on a magnified scale. I really, really wonder how much of that is true.
I don't know. I guess I'm at the point like even if there are embellishments or even just outright lies, I think that even Jamie Lynn has done interviews, and I'm just like, Jamie Lynn, you need to have a fucking seat, have several, because you're not innocent in this either. Because
No.
you're saying, oh, well, she never reached out. I don't believe that. I don't believe that Brittany, in desperation, wouldn't have reached out to Jamie Lynn. I think Jamie Lynn was also benefiting from the fame and the money
Yeah.
and the conservatorship, and Jamie Lynn was benefiting, but the dad Jamie probably told her to stay the fuck out of it. You need to
Oh
let
yeah.
me handle it. So I think that, they're all publicly addressing the wrong things. So
Hmm.
they're basically trying to save face, because
Yeah.
they think that they have maintained this, pristine public persona. FYI, guys, you haven't. But I'm maintaining, a while back, before Wendy Williams went off the deep end, she was doing a story about the conservatorship, and a lot of stuff had come out about, abuse and the lithium and all that, and Wendy gave her opinion, saying death to all of them. And so we've
Yeah.
been saying that around work, because I've gotten everybody to read
Of
the
course.
book.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I'm maintaining that stance: death to all of them. And I mean their personal, like their public image. You know
Oh, for
what?
sure. Yeah, not like
There's
literal death.
accountability, and there's accountability that needs to be had. And if it
Yeah.
makes her feel better to, embellish a little bit, then it's not going to change my opinion.
So do we think that we're ever gonna see like the Oprah intervention where she's gonna try to reunite Brittney? I think that's eventually gonna come where she's gonna try to reunite Brittney with her family and get them to where
I
they're
don't
at. I
think
think
Oprah does
Brittney,
that shit anymore. Who
I
would
think
do it?
Is Barbara Walters still alive? No. Yes?
Oh God. If she dies
Stop.
this week, Missy, this is your fault.
Or like Diane Sawyer, or like there was like a show. What did that show JC went on with his family? It was like Eonthi Saved My Life or some shit like that, where it was like JC from Kindergarten in the Morning went on with his mom because he didn't find out until he was like in his 20s. His dad
Oh
wasn't his
yeah, yeah,
dad. Do
yeah.
you remember that? So I don't know. I
Yeah.
just think we're gonna see somebody try to mend these fences. And I think that that is something that really is very much should be done behind the scenes, should not be public. It's not anybody's business at this point. This woman has been through hell and back, and she has
Mm-hmm.
aired all of her shit. And she, like, for me, like, her still making excuses for Justin 20 years later for cheating on her still blows my fucking mind because it's like I
Yeah.
think she was coming from a place where her worth is so small still, which is
Yeah.
sad. And
And
you think
and
of
yeah, and
how
they're still
prolific
doing
she's
what they've
been.
always done.
Yeah.
Whenever she pushes back a little bit, it's everybody else's reputation that gets saved, and she gets
Hmm.
dragged. And so they're still trying to do it.
Yeah.
It's worked in the past, and I don't think it's going to work this time.
And everybody,
I
I
really
still
don't.
see like how many, everybody's still discounting her. Everybody is still
Mm-hmm.
kind of, oh, poor Justin. He is having all of this hate when he shouldn't. And like, oh, I'm going to play this, year old video from when whoever the fuck it was interviewed Jamie Lynn. Look, Jamie Lynn, you wouldn't even have a fucking career if your sister was not Britney Spears. You wouldn't. You would not. You're not
Sorry.
that good of
You're
an
you're not
actor.
you're not that good. You're not that good of an actor. You're not that pretty. She is a beautiful girl, but I don't think that she's pretty enough to
She
she's not
looks
like
like
a
the
Selena
Dollar
Gomez
General
or an
version of
Ariana
Britney Spears.
Grande. Yeah. Yeah, she looks
She's
like she's the
Dollar
great value
General Britney
brand.
Spears. No,
Mhm.
she's not even Walmart level. She's Dollar General. That's where she is.
Dollar Tree.
Yeah.
She's Clover Valley. That's the Dollar Tree brand.
There you go. Because like I love the show Sweet Magnolias. I've read all of the books of Sweet Magnolias, and she is not the worst actor on Sweet Magnolias. What's that guy? He played Ox or whatever from the American Pie movies. Plays Joanna Garcia Swisher's husband and her ex husband in the show. He cheats on her with Jamie Lynn's character, like her character, and he
Damn.
does this because it's a South Carolina. He does this god awful South Carolina accent. He's like their son saying he's
Oh
like
God.
Tyler. I know you're mad at your dad, and it's like shut the fuck up and sit down. We don't sound like that. Shut up.
Yeah. Does you
Just
sound
go.
like that?
But
That's one of my biggest pet peeves at work, when people try to like imitate a Texas accent.
you're
I'll, like, my
so
head
southern.
whips around and be like, "We don't talk like that."
I'm sorry. What did you say?
What did you
I
say?
don't. Hold on. I don't fucking think so.
I
Okay,
don't
we
fucking
don't
think
even
so.
talk.
Oh
I don't
yeah.
talk like that. Okay, damn.
I love, yeah, the southern accents. Yeah, do your research on southern accents, because it messes with me when somebody, because there are regions, like
Yeah,
there's different dialects, and it, like,
yeah.
you can't just draw out your vowels and call it a
No.
southern accent. There's a specific way, and each one has its own specific sound.
Well, I
So
don't think too in a southern accent. I don't think there's a hard R, and he's very much like hard R. Tyler.
mhm,
No, if it's Tyler,
mhm,
Tyler. We're not
mhm,
Tylerin, okay? But I have been
mm-mm.
watching a lot of like Southern Charm, so my shit's all fucked up right now. So yeah, hold on, I gotta make a note to remember to talk about something.
Okay.
That's my interlude music. There was something else, and I totally fucking forgot what the hell it was gonna be. But it was like what I text you after. I was like, "Here's our shit." So I'll think of it and probably
Yeah, thanks
fucking
for
forget
texting
later
me
on
on
anyway.
Saturday afternoon when I'm driving.
Did I text you yesterday or I text you today?
No, I think it was today.
It was
Even
today. It
better.
was this morning. It's I have had I have
Have you had
such
a
a
week?
busy week. Yeah, and I have like even this week is gonna be so busy. Like I've got like Friday I had to take my guy to because he's got an ingrown toenail and he had it one earlier in the fall or the spring because it's fucking fall right now. So this is how discombobulated my brain is. Where they did like the chemical on each side that was make it we're supposed to didn't grow back. Well, it grew back. Like it's been since April, and he's got to go do it again. And we're gonna have to take like his whole toenail off because his toe is very, very, very disgustingly infected. The other one is infected.
Mm.
So like Saturday, Tuesday, I have to take him for a speech eval for the stuttering. Thursday, we have to go do this. Friday, I have like a impromptu like IEP meeting with his sped teacher. Like I just have no time this week to even think thoughts, and I was leading up and dealing with all this shit last week with stuff just and I had no time. And I woke up this morning and I was like, I've not done any show prep, like none. None. And I was
We're
like,
off the
fuck. And
cuff
so
today, baby.
yeah. So thank God for Kevin. He was like, what are you gonna talk about Taylor Swift changing the song lyric to something or whatever the fuck? So she changed Karma, the song
Mhm.
Karma, because it was like Karma's a guy on the screen coming home to me, and it was she's in Buenos Aires, so she changed it to a guy on the Chiefs coming home to me. And Travis was at the concert, and there's been like
Aw.
videos of him where he's like, yeah, and he puts his hands over his face, and then at the end of the concert, like she goes like running up to him, like throws her arms around him, and like gives him a kiss and all this. And people have such like vitriol for him going to they had a bye this week. Why would he not if he has like the time and the ability to go fly and support his girl and do this and it makes her happy? Who gives an actual
Act
fuck?
like you wouldn't do that. Try and
Yes,
act like you wouldn't do that. But you know what's so great? If he didn't show up,
they
somebody
would
would have
do
said
it.
something. Oh, well,
Well,
he
they
had a
were
bike
talk.
this week. Why wasn't
Yeah,
he at the trouble in paradise? I'm like,
yes.
this is what I said was gonna happen. Y'all are gonna speculate this relationship right into the shitter.
No, I think I'm here for their like I am like Micah says they need to date and get married. Like they have to date first and get married. I want to be like your parents were married for 6 weeks before we got married. But okay. He's a very flopper. I don't
We're
know
not
where he
talking
gets
about
his
us. We're talking
yeah.
about T Swift. We're talking
My
about
God.
Trailer.
He's just, he's an old fashioned guy over here. I don't know where he comes up with his ideals and his morals, but I just, But there was like clickbait earlier in the week of, oh, is he going to go and follow her on her? Why is Travis making excuses not to follow her on her South American tour? And it's like, mind your business. Girl's got a PJ. Like, she's not worried about, baby, you don't have to take Delta. Get on mama's plane. You'll be here in out like
Yeah.
a matter of hours. And if
Mm-hmm.
his coaches aren't mad, it's not perfect. Like, it's not affecting his performance on the field And
Mhm.
if it makes his girl happy and he is happy and it's not some toxic ass Selena Justin Bieber shit, good for
Ugh.
them. Let the kids ride this ride. Let
Yeah,
them
let's
let
show
Taylor be
everybody what a
happy.
healthy relationship is. Yeah,
Yes. And I am
because you
so
can't
sick
we
of
can't be expected to give that example to our children. So we
I
have to
mean,
rely on celebrities.
we're very,
Where's the lie?
I mean, we're happy most of the time. It's just a lot of we're
You
full of a
have
lot of
been together
sarcasm.
for 20 years. That's a
Yeah,
long
so
time. That's a long time no matter how you slice it.
and I'm too like for one, he's P-Dub, right? And I just look like a girl, so I'm not going anywhere. I got no
I'm
ever.
just a girl
I was like, I
looking at a guy.
going get off me. It's fucking hot. Go away.
Are you done yet? I'm
Hold on.
tired. I have to get up early. You need to get quicker on the trigger with that one, friend.
I know. It's because I have corgi or a T-Rex arms, and I had to sit up and hit the button. All right.
Oh, that's
So
right. I forgot.
that one's like 36 seconds of cheering, and I'm not going to subject you to 36 seconds of cheering.
Nobody deserves that much.
No, this isn't.
Mm-mm.
Maybe I'll start playing that afterward. Whenever after he's done, I'll just play the cheering track. You know,
I like that idea.
that's how marriage rolls. You know,
You'll have to get one of those. You remember those buttons, those red buttons? They're like, I think it was like Staples had them, and
yeah,
you like smack the button. You need one of those, and you push the button, and it's like have it right next to the bed. Have one in every room,
that was
so that
easy.
yeah, and the easy button. That's right, the easy
Yeah,
button.
well,
And then
he
you
has an
push it,
easy
and it's
button.
37 seconds of applause and praise. Like when you
Yeah,
don't have it in you, like I'm not impressed. Press the button.
yeah. I mean, something
Here's
like
the
that
accolades
somewhere.
that you so obviously need right now.
We have something like that somewhere, but it's a fart machine, so I probably just would use that instead. Where
Of course it is.
the Carters are farters. It's
I
what we
know.
do.
I don't need a TikTok account or an Instagram account to know that.
How the Carters are farters, yeah.
Yeah.
Even the dog, because we were like laid in the bed, and he's just like that low key, like, and I'm like, and he's laying. If you've never smelled a dog fart, count yourself lucky, because that shit is like trash can
Oh, it's
moldy dead.
rancid.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it's like,
It's like
how long has that been in there? What's going on?
mhm.
What is wrong
Yeah,
with
did they
you?
do you know what they love to do? Mine in anyway. He loves to like snuggle right up next to me. And then like he'll kind of like adjust himself and I'm thinking, "Oh, he's just getting comfortable." And then about 5 seconds later, I will smell it. And
Yeah,
I'm
no,
like, "No, no,
STDs.
it's just silent cuz that's why he was adjusting because he needed to let the gas out."
Yeah.
Or he will startle himself. He'll
Oh,
actually
yeah.
like fart and he'll look up at me like, "Was that you?" I'm like, "No, the fuck that was not me." That was
Yeah,
you and your
I love
stinky butt.
when they jump and they fart like it's a little rocket in their butt. Our old dog Callie, she would jump and it'd be like you need a little extra, huh? Yeah. Well, wait until your dog gets older and he's eaten enough bullshit that you have to switch him to like the special food because everything upsets his stomach. And
Oh
whenever
no.
there was times like a year or two ago that this motherfucker would be in my office and I like a Bath and Body Works candle would even cover that stank up. And it would just be like
Oh.
all day of stank dog fart and all day of stank audible dog fart. So and then you'd hear like his tummy rumbling all day and I'm like, you got them beer shits? What is you doing? What is you eating? So we had to take him, yeah. We had to go grain free and get him grain free food. So if your dog ever
Oh god.
starts getting like the stank ass farts, he's fine. Where Micah, he's fine. You're in the kitchen, so he's like, hell yeah, I'm gonna lay here and fart instead of being in there and fart. But
We had a little bit of an issue with Winston, I guess about a week ago. He was getting really picky with his food, and I know what it is now. I have overtreated him. I spoil the shit out of that dog, and he got to where he wouldn't eat his food. And
Mhm.
it was like the whole like sitting too close to the television thing. Like, and that's not real. It's real because I did it. And I was thinking that maybe he just was tired of his food, so I got him a different kind. And he ate that, and then he broke out in hives.
Oh
I mean,
no.
yeah, he had these little whelps literally all over his
Aw.
body. And he was scratching so much that he had scabs under his neck and
Yeah.
on his belly. And so we put him back on his old food. I've stopped giving him as many treats. He gets 2 a
Yeah.
day. And I've started giving him, because I think that he does have sensitive skin because his skin
Yeah.
does get a little red sometimes. So I've started giving him a Benadryl, just
Yeah, we
like
do
it
that
mixed
with
in his
Chewy.
food. Yeah.
Yeah. We
And
look at him.
he's done a lot better, but yeah, I'm thinking we might have some special dietary needs in the future for this little guy because he
No
likes to
Bill.
chew on stuff like dining room chairs.
No Bill's on the podcast. Do you want to come say hi to Amy, Bill? Real quick. You get to be Bill on the podcast. Hold on. Bill is popping in. It's not
Bill.
Micah because Bill has a mustache. Hold on.
Oh,
Go. Hey Bill.
hi,
Hold on.
Bill. Oh, hi, Bill. How are you? It's nice to meet you.
You say nice to meet you, Bill. All right, bye.
So
So that's Bill. Bill will come. Bill makes an appearance every once in a while where he's like, "It's Bill." Like, okay, weird. So
this is this like an imaginary friend type of scenario?
No, it's like a mother,
Okay.
like son. It's multiple personalities, just like me.
Okay. I didn't know if he was walking around going red rum, red rum.
No, Bill's Bill, because he was like, "It's Bill. It's not Micah," because Bill has a mustache. So don't ever call Bill Micah because you would be wrong. Okay, go make your lunch, my love. Yeah. So he just wanted to. I'm like, what? Who the fuck are you, child?
I'm going to do that from now on. Whenever somebody says, "Hey, Mom, can I?" I'm just going to put my finger right here.
Yeah.
Nope, my name is Bill.
Yeah.
I'm not Bill.
I'm not Mom, I'm Bill.
I'm not your mom.
I need to make a literally. I need to make like a compilation like reel and put it on Instagram just of us fucking laughing at shit.
I know.
Because then people, I gotta go watch
viral.
that because they're funny. They must be funny. They're laughing at each other.
How much they laugh? That's all they do.
Gosh.
And they're like, oh, they're just laughing at themselves, and they're not funny.
Jokes
funny
on
to
you
us.
because yes, we are. Because listen to this.
Yeah. They don't give laugh tracks to just anybody.
Unless you pay $29 a month to use Riverside.
Powered by Riverside FM.
I didn't know that song was there. That was a good time. I liked that song.
It was no impromptu dance party.
Music? Hold on. No, hold on. Here's another one.
Oh.
Calamity and Sue. Thank you.
Afraid for a second.
I was too. We done fucked up day, Ron. I was trying to see what the rest of them because there's there's literally just the songs. And hold on, do you want to transition? Hold on. We're transitioning again. Dun, dun, dun. So that's
This
the
is too much
sounds.
fun.
I know. Okay, I'm done with the sounds until we need a laugh track or like a later. Because now we actually
Okay.
have it and we don't have to do it with our mouse. We can do it with the button. So we'll just have to pause so I can throw it in and I'll edit the fucking blanks out. And then, we'll run it
Okay.
live. Okay. So I have one more pop culture thing to do today because I saw him pop up in like my newsfeed. But I
What's
forgot
up?
Pierce Morgan was in Mrs. Doubtfire.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I
Yeah.
forgot. And
His name
I,
was Daniel. No, not
yeah,
Daniel.
yeah. No,
Um,
Daniel was his, what was his name?
Daniel was Robin Williams.
Yeah,
Stu. His name was
yeah.
Stuart. Yeah.
But I think of it, I was just so weird because I was watching TikTok because I had nothing else to do today, obviously, except for watch to see how many views I would get above 4. And
Did you say Pierce Morgan or Pierce Brosnan?
Brosnan, because I said Morgan because I'm an idiot, but I meant Brosnan. My bad. But yeah, I forgot he was in it, and I was like, holy crap, because I think of just how well he has aged and
Oh, like a
everything. And
fine wine. He is
man,
still good looking, man.
yes.
He's good.
And
He's gonna go. He's like got the Sean Connery effect. Like the
yeah,
older he gets, the hotter he gets. There is like Jack Nicholson too. Jack Nicholson had that thing. Now they get to a
yes.
point where they stop being hot.
And they
Like
start looking
Jack
like a
Nicholson
toe.
got there.
Yeah,
De Niro and Pacino have both gotten
there.
there.
Yeah,
Andy Garcia's getting there. So I mean,
yes.
but yeah, Pierce Brosnan, Silver
He's
Fox,
still,
man.
he's not an old wrinkled toe yet. That's what most of them end up looking like is a toe with like a too long of a nose.
Yeah, like
And like,
Dumbledore.
yeah, because I was looking, it was, I was just watching random videos and it was like Mrs. Doubtfire versus a Bond villain and it was him. And I was like, hold the fuck up. And I had to look and I was like, holy shit. Because I think the last time I really saw him in was it Mamma Mia 2 or was it this fucking shitty movie that came out on Netflix with Adam Devine and Natalie Dobrev? It
Well,
was
I
on
know what the
Netflix.
last thing I saw him in was
What?
Mamma Mia 2.
I love Mamma Mia too. I love Mom. It was The Outlaws. Thank you. It was The Outlaws that was on Netflix with Nina Dobrev, and because he played it with him and gosh, what the heck is her name? Was it Helen Mirren? No, Ellen Barkin. She aged well as well. She does a
Helen
lot.
Mirren's another one that's really, really
Oh,
aging beautifully.
and she's like was a stone cold fox when she was younger. Because I see pictures of like younger her and younger Martha Stewart, and mine went because
Yeah.
they're beautiful and they're still beautiful, but I think that's what happens when you have money and you can pay
Mm-hmm.
somebody to clamp your neck.
Tighten up
Yeah,
that turkey neck. A little bit of Botox.
yeah.
Bless you.
Thank you. See, that's how you sneeze quietly. You don't go achoo twice. Talking to you in there.
I just want to make sure that everybody knows I've got to sneeze.
Yeah, or that I did, in case you didn't hear me 3 rooms. We were somewhere last week and another dad sneezed, and I swear to God from, and I was like, if he was not next to me, I would have thought that was my husband sneezing like that. It was straight. All dads have the same sneeze. They're just ridiculously loud.
Yeah.
So,
Agreed.
but yeah, that was my
So what's
random reminder
that?
of my, just, if you haven't watched Mrs. Doubtfire and you were like me, a 9-year-old Matthew Lawrence fan, and now you're a 41-year-old Pierce Brosnan, not Morgan fan.
Yeah, I'm not a Piers Morgan fan at
No, fuck that
all.
guy.
Yeah, but I've the what's his name, Matthew Lawrence, saying thank you. Sorry, I took a gummy before I started eating, so
Yeah,
it's gummy Amy.
it's
It's
Gummy in you.
Gumamie.
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 Gumamie's
So
gonna be the store of
uh,
that's gonna be the episode name. Gumamie.
uh, they were it's a podcast with him and his brothers, and I've seen a
Yeah.
couple of clips of it, and Matthew was talking about Robin Williams
Hmm.
and working with him on Mrs. Doubtfire, and how you would like had it like physically and very was struggling with his mental health,
Yeah.
and it's just like how it impacted Matthew and how it always stuck with him. And I was just like, well, they're talking about some real stuff. Maybe I should, because
Yeah.
Joey's been in I'm sure he's got some dirt that he can spill from the Blossom days, and
Oh yeah.
just it sounds really interesting. So I think I might give the Lawrence Brothers podcast a shot.
I found it out too, just because some of the stuff that I've seen on social media, like they talk about somebody trying to abduct the youngest one, Andrew, and everything, and
Mhm.
how many security measures and stuff that they actually had to have just because all three of them were acting, and just how many people tried to just fuck up their lives, for lack of a better term.
Mhm.
So, okay. Where could we find you on social media?
I am OG Mary Mother 420 on TikTok. I need the 1,000 followers, so go and follow me so that we can go live and we can do this shit,
Yes, go follow
you know.
Amy. That way we
And
can do
I
live
am.
TikTok. And then we still, even with our live TikTok, we'll put it on YouTube and
It'll
post it
be
in the regular
funny.
places still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I am Mean Mommy Life on YouTube and Mary Mother 420 on Instagram.
And I
What
am
about
Miss
you?
Carter 820 on Instagram. I am Mama underscore Missy. I think 82, but I think you can find me just as Mama underscore Missy on TikTok. Miss
Mhm.
Carter 820 on Instagram. We are a Manifested Drama podcast on Instagram, and we are a Manifested Drama on YouTube. Go check out our YouTube, like and subscribe. If you're listening to audio, or subscribe to our channel on YouTube if you're watching this on YouTube. This really helps us gain more followers and kind of puts us up in the charts, so that way we can get more listens, and then the more listens we get, then we can get sponsors, and then we can make better quality everything for
Yeah.
you guys. So we just really appreciate your support and everything.
Yes, we do. Thank you so much to the OG7
Yeah, y'all know
and
who you
and
are, you
the and the and
magnificent
the
seven.
the meanie threes.
the the three bitter betties is what we'll call them.
Yep, the three bitter Bettys.
Yeah. All right,
Hmm.
well, it was good talking to you, friend. Have a good week.
Thanks, Hal. I will try to take some pictures and videos on my trip, and have a good I hope you can find a guest to do the
Yeah,
show next
hopefully.
week. All
They
right.
won't hold a
Talk to
candle
you
to you,
later.
but we'll try. All right, bye.
Aw, thanks. Bye.